Marry Me was directed by Kat Koro, and it stars Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez. The story follows Jennifer Lopez's Kat Valdez, and after finding out at her global marriage concert that her soon-to-be husband is cheating on her, Kat Valdez marries a random person in the crowd named Charlie. Now, together, they have to make it work, or Kat will become the biggest joke of the century. So Marry Me was a movie that I was personally interested in checking out, only because of Owen Wilson, and the premise sounded pretty enjoyable. So, did I like it? I'm going to tell you right here in this video, but before I do, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below, what did you think of Marry Me? Do you like rom-coms? If you don't, did your wife or girlfriend or something make you watch this? I watched this with my mother because I genuinely wanted to watch it, and they did too. So, I watched it with my family, so what more can I expect? Who did you watch it with? Did you enjoy this movie? And if you didn't see it yet, are you going to watch it? Are you hyped for this movie? Or what are your opinions on rom-coms? With that said, I enjoyed this movie a heck of a lot more than I've enjoyed anything in a while. This movie, surprisingly, I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd when I wrote my review this morning. And so this film is really, really enjoyable. I'm going to get ahead and start with my positives. The first thing is the cast. This movie would not have been possible without the cast. Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez have a nice chemistry together. They never make the story drag. Owen Wilson. So Owen Wilson, I was going to watch this film for him, and so I did watch the film for him, and he delivered. He wasn't like the hype that he was in like Loki or anything. It's kind of like a man who is just a generic old man, and then suddenly gets married to Kat Valdez, which is a global superstar, and he plays that well. In the beginning, there are some emotions with him and his daughter, and even though they turned out going nowhere, I did really enjoy what he brought to the table. And Jennifer Lopez wasn't cringy. Sure, at times, she was kind of like the person, well, oh, I'm acting in this stupid kind of movie that is predictable, and we know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm going to get an Oscar. Sometimes she gave off that vibe like she was trying to be next winning Oscar, but it wasn't cringy like I thought Tiffany Haddish was in Night School. It was more like okay, this doesn't fit, but you're doing a really good job. She wasn't really cringy. She did a really great job, and their chemistry together, like I said, really held open this movie. Utkarsh, I'm just going to say Utkarsh because no, that's his first name. He's in the show Ghost. He's in the movie Free Guy. And now he's in this. That guy's really going places. He is a really, really great actor. And I really enjoy watching him whenever he goes on screen. He has this charisma all about him that I just find really enjoying. Just kind of this steal the screen moment. And I really like him. I wouldn't mind if he goes into more films. So the story, obviously, is a predictable story, but it's not all bad, actually. It's pretty enjoyable. Now, I don't really have time to watch movies anymore, and when I do, I try to watch as most new releases. And sure, all the new releases haven't come out, but, I mean, even when they do, I don't really have time to watch them. But I watched this one, and the story just kind of took me out of my place in the world. I knew it was going to happen, but sometimes there were some fresh vibes there as well. Like, an hour through the film, I didn't really think there was going to be, like, a problem between their marriage. I was like, are they going a new way? Unfortunately, there was a problem, but it was kind of fresh. And as we go on, it kind of seems like the movie doesn't know where it's going. So it bounces between a few things, but they were all fun and fresh and enjoyable. So, yeah, I just found the story to sometimes be fresh, starting with this premise where it's just a fresh premise. It's not really it's not a predictable premise to get in the beginning. I haven't heard a premise like this in a long time. And so having that premise combined with some fresh things and some nice camera angles, I found the story to be really enjoying. It was predictable, obviously. I mean, by the end of the film, obviously, they're going to get married. And the end of the film goes into some predictability. But it was all fun at the end of the day. Speaking of camera angles, it was some nice camera angles. There was a shot where, like, right after she learns her husband is cheating, there's, like, goes from someone actually recording them, like, walking, to suddenly, like, professional camera angles. And it was all good. That was the best sequence of the movie, I thought. but also sometimes it was just a nice little camera angles and nicely done. It's not going to win an Oscar or anything, but some nicely done shots in the film. All right, I'm going to go ahead and speak my one and only bad thing, and for a rom-com that's predictable, I didn't know that this would be my one and only negative, but the things are, the characters, the characters are kind of, just think of this. Kat literally goes and ruins an entire Owen Wilson's class, and then his daughter only comes back to him because Kat made him famous? At least I might be looking at this the wrong way. But to me, that's what I feel that what's going on here. Is that they're only doing this for him. Now sure, Kat along the way just kind of fixes it. But the daughter, she's only here because she got to meet a famous person she likes. And then that's the only reason they got back along. And it just puts a sour taste in my mouth. But that did not undermine this entire film. This film, my favorite movie of the year so far. I've only seen 3. One of them I've only seen a half of. And that's a 3.55. And I hated that movie. But this movie, I'm going to go ahead and give an A-. It's going to be an 8 out of 10. And we're going to go ahead and give it 4 stars. Marry Me. Very fun film. If you have Peacock, go ahead and check it out with your spouse or girlfriend or family. It's a nice family film. But I wouldn't recommend go seeing this in theaters. Just wait till it's out on Blu-ray. Don't waste your money to go see a film like you know what's going to happen. But if you have Peacock or something, I highly recommend you watch this. It is a lot of fun, and I personally enjoyed this film a lot. So, in about 2 weeks, I most likely am going to go see The Batman. Can't wait for that. It comes out Friday. And so I'm going to avoid spoilers the best I can. This week, I'm also planning on uploading a book review, most likely. I have a lot of things planned that I haven't really had time to film, but just stay tuned for a lot of things. As always, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. What did you think of Marry Me? Did you see it? Did you love it? Or did you find it being predictable and kind of dumb? I would love to know all that below. And with that said, make sure to subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.